Time for our first guest, everybody. Who gets the surprise of her life, kind of like Deb just got, in the all-new Hallmark Channel movie Love Lights Hanukkah, premiering this Saturday night right here on Hallmark Channel. Please welcome back our very good friend, the one and only Marilu Henner. There she is.
Marilu.
What a beauty.
So good to see you.
Great to see you.
I've missed you. I've missed you during all of this craziness. So
We miss you too.
We've missed you too.
All right, so we're going to jump right in here. You've got a very cool connection to this movie, but before you tell us all about that, fill us in a little bit on Love Lights Hanukkah and what it's all about.
Okay, so there's a girl, Christina, who's just lost her mother. She was adopted. She's always celebrated Christmas. She's got an Italian restaurant. She feels very Italian, very Christian, very Christmassy. She does a DNA test and she finds out that she's half Jewish. And not only is she half Jewish, but there's somebody that lives near her that connects with her and says, why don't you come to my house for brunch? She comes to the house for brunch and she discovers, am I allowed to say?
Yeah.
She discovers her biological mother. And that's me. And it's really a powerful story about love, family, connection, holidays, nurture nature, finding your family, re-identifying it, and just the power of family in such a powerful way.
That's
whether
right.
it's adopted or genetic.
It's incredible.
Yeah, and that's, you know, we've had other people from the show on. We had Ben on. We talk about how that's really what it's all about. What any holiday is about is just about love and family at the end of the day. So we are going to show a super sweet clip where your character Ruth is sharing the tradition of latke making with her daughter, played by actress Mia Kirshner, who is actually going to join us in just a little bit.
She's fabulous. We adored one another.
Let's take a look.
Okay. I was so happy you called.
I'm a chef. I want to get it right.
Well, making latkes is, it's actually pretty simple. It's just potato, onion, matzah meal, a little bit of egg to hold it all together.
And I think I just wanted us to make them together.
Well, it's a time-honored tradition. Making latkes with your daughter, just like I made them with my mom.
Is it okay to use olive oil, or is that too heavy?
No. Olive oil is fine.
Okay.
You know, I'm emotional by nature, but this is the onions.
I always blame the onions.
That is really
sweet. It's a really beautiful scene. All right, Marilu, now it's time to talk about the DNA reveal in the movie. This is something that you can personally relate to, like you were just alluding to. Tell us about the discovery your own family made.
Okay, 3 years ago, like, you know, my family is all like boomers and Gen Xers and stuff. So a bunch of us do 23andMe. And millennials and everything. We've got a range in our family. So a bunch of us do 23andMe, and I get a call from my two nephews who are kind of like the Woodward and Bernstein, my sister's twins. And they call me, they say, Auntie Lou, go to your page for your relatives. Did you see the page with relatives? And I said, oh no, you know, we were all on like, do we have macular degeneration? Do we have Alzheimer's coming in? We were all into the health stuff. And so I go there and I went, oh my gosh. And I see all the siblings and the nieces and nephews that I know. And I went, who's Claudette? And it turns out that we have a half sister. We had no idea. 4 years earlier, she had done the test because she wanted to find out if she had, like, that's her in the middle. That's my sister Crystal on the left, and that's me on the right. And Claudette is a full-on half sister that we found out. She never knew she had siblings. She still doesn't even know how it all happened. She thought she was the miracle baby of her parents. And she's definitely our half sister. And we have totally embraced her. Her daughters not only came for Thanksgiving, the very, like 2 months after we all found out about this, but Debbie, you met her. You met Jay McNeil, my niece that I love so much. Both of them I love, Lauren. And Jay has been with us for 2 Thanksgivings, 2 Christmases. Claudette's been with us. I mean, we have another whole part of our family, and we don't know the whole story, but it doesn't even matter. We're family.
That's what's important.
That's right.
Oh my
that's
goodness.
beautiful.
It sure is, Marilu.
Yeah.
That is absolutely a great story. And as if that weren't coincidence enough. There are a couple of other story points in the movie that you share a connection to as well. So tell us about those as well. This is like mind-blowing.
I know. Okay. So I'm on my third and final husband, Michael. You know, you met him.
Yeah.
Of course.
But my second husband was Rob Lieberman. I have two fabulous sons, Nick Lieberman, Joe Lieberman. Rob's Jewish. My boys are half Jewish. My mother-in-law taught me how to make latkes. Sally Lieberman, rest her soul, was unbelievable. She was blind and still taught me how to make latkes.
Wow.
She was a powerhouse. Yes. And so we celebrated Hanukkah and Christmas, and I knew the prayers and how to light the menorah and everything else. So that was like another big connection. But in this movie as well, it turns out that my character was married for a very brief time to a man she fell in love with when she was an exchange student in Italy. She was 19, traveling. She met him. She got married. They ended up having it annulled because the parents were against it. And now she comes home and finds out that she's pregnant, and she gives up the baby for adoption. I'm telling you the whole plot. But I such a strong connection to Italy. Not only did I get married there my second year, but my second husband, but my first husband and I were at the Cannes Film Festival opening up a movie, and we were deciding to get a divorce. I took a train from Naples to Rome and met a porter on the train, Flavio. Supposed to be it was a 2-hour trip. But halfway through the trip, I'm thinking, I'm going to know this man my whole life. I don't know why I feel this way. We're just talking on a train. There was a revolution going on, and Flavio was like, yeah, it's Monday, it's normal. Come, we walk. We left the train for 3.5 hours. We came back. The people had strewn their bodies across the railroad tracks because they wanted, the local train, the express train to stop there, and only the local train stopped. And so he, at the end of the trip, 6.5 hours later, he said, you in my home dinner, my wife, my mother, all people, many confusion is wonderful. I changed my entire itinerary. I went off to the mountains with them, dug for porcini mushrooms, stomped grapes, slept 5 people on the floor. Since that time, I've been in Italy 14 times. I got married there. They've been to America a bunch of times. Michael knows them. My boys have lived with them. I'm the godmother of one of their sons.
Marilu, you have had such a fascinating, fantastic life.
You really have. I could listen to you tell stories all day long. I mean, you're a great storyteller, Marilu. That's the truth. Oh my goodness. We're giving you big hugs here. Thank you for sharing all that. Oh man, I just wish that she was more animated when she was telling stories with her hands a little bit.
She's Greek.
It's the best. I love it.
It's funny, I don't have any Debbie bruises on my body.
Marilu,
rubbing my back.
we love you. You're the best. Everybody at home, you can see Marilu in Love Lights Hanukkah this Saturday night at 8/7 Central, right here on Hallmark Channel.